Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Box Score Sports Podcast YouTube channel. I'm your host, Ryan. This is just going to be a quick clip of the Dolphins losing, getting destroyed and embarrassed by the Bills today. The score was 20-48, and it was a thrashing. As a Dolphin fan, a little wake up call for all of us, right? Like, it's just a little bit of a wake up call. So let's just set this up. All week the media has they've been hyping up the Dolphins, 70 points, their offense, can it be stopped? Meanwhile, quietly, the Bills defense has been pretty good the last 2 weeks, and they're hearing all this. I think the Bills wanted to come into this game to make a statement, and they did. They made a big statement. And so there's going to be 3 takeaways that I took away from this game, like every week. The first thing is as Dolphin fans, we just got to acknowledge that Josh Allen is the best quarterback in this division. When Tua had his first 3 weeks where he had 2 like really amazing weeks and 1 good week, we tend to get ahead of ourselves. We're prisoners of the moment, and everybody's sort of telling us, or we're telling each other, the media is telling us Tua's the best quarterback in this division or in the NFL or the front runner for MVP or right behind Patrick Mahomes. And the truth is he's not, and he'll probably never be. He's good. He's really good. He was a little less than accurate this game. We'll talk a little bit more about Tua, and he can be like a great quarterback. But Josh Allen, his ability to escape pressure, throw on the run, his arm talent, how far his deep ball is accurate. Yes, he'll have these games where he turns the ball over, but that's the pro about having Josh Allen. There was a couple of plays, people are talking about the Dolphins defense, and rightfully so, did not play that great, to say the least, in this game. But a lot of it was that the Dolphins sometimes would get at Josh Allen, but Josh Allen was able to escape from the pocket and just was dealing today. He only had 4 incompletions. He was throwing off platform, on the run. I don't know. I just don't know why we continually try to have this debate about Tua versus Josh Allen, where Josh Allen is like the top 3 quarterback in the NFL. Tua is maybe a top 8, and that's okay. That's okay. So let's stop comparing Josh Allen to Tua. Tua is great, but he's just never going to be Josh Allen, and I'm okay with that. I think everybody here, we just all have to kind of be okay with that, because Tua just doesn't have some of the skill set that Josh Allen has, and that's fine. So that's my big first takeaway. My second big takeaway is I'm just surprised a little bit about how well we dominated on the ground the last couple of weeks. That wasn't more of an emphasis on this team going into this game. We only ran the ball 7 times. And Moser, he had a 1.3 yards per carry, but A-Chain had almost 13 yards per carry. So it was kind of like you got to sort of wear these guys out. They were playing super physical. They were hitting hard. And even coming out of halftime, they had that good drive that they scored a touchdown with. And they did it mainly on the ground. Right. They had Tyreek, A-Chain had a 15-yard what's it called there? Run. Tyreek had a 14-yard run. A-Chain had another 4-yard run. So it was kind of like a nice balance there, where the Dolphins came out running and they ended up scoring a touchdown, which is awesome, right? But then it was they held the Bills to the field goal. On the next drive, they start out with 2 passes, and then Tua overthrew Chosen, and it was an interception, and that was really the game right there. That's all she wrote, basically, because there was just no way the Dolphins were going to come back from 3 touchdowns down. They had an opportunity to cut the lead to 7, and now they're down 21 at this point. So I just think I wish the Dolphins would do a little bit better job of kind of being more balanced and picking out moments when to run the ball, when to try to keep that momentum on their side of the field. And I feel like sometimes Mike McDaniels gets away from that because his offensive passing game is so good. It's awesome, and that's what he wants to highlight, him and Tua. And also to get the ball into your playmakers' hands. I know they did the end around with Tyreek Hill, but where was the end around to Jalen Waddle or the quick screens to Jalen and Tyreek? I know, obviously everybody's watching Tyreek, but that's sort of how I feel watching the game. I just felt like they could have tried to capitalize on running, especially A-Chain more, because A-Chain was running very, very efficiently in this game. And my last takeaway is just the defense isn't there yet. Remember, it's a new system. So because it's a new system, it's going to take these players time. Now, we were fortunate because the Dolphins offense has been able to carry this team where the defense really didn't even have to show up that much. Even last week, you think about the Bronco game, the Broncos still scored 20 points. The Dolphins created turnovers on the defensive side, but they still allowed 20 points, including a couple big plays. And it was out of hand, but it's still something to consider, that there's still some growth needed on the defensive side of the ball. There is. And Diggs was amazing. His route running was great against the corner there. Number 4, I can't remember his name, where he just completely turned him around and caught the ball. He broke 2 tackles, ran it for a touchdown. It's just, we got to be patient on the defense. I'd like to get to Josh Allen more, but it wasn't like the team wasn't necessarily getting to him. It's that Josh Allen was so good, it just didn't matter in this game. He was getting the ball out quickly. He was breaking tackles and moving in the pocket real well, evading pass rushers. So with the defense, I just think we need to be a little bit more patient. Remember, it's only week 4. It's not that the Dolphins can't be a better team than the Bills, but we have to give it a little bit of time because it's a new system, especially on the defensive side of the ball. The Bills, good for you guys, man. I'm Avery, if you're watching, man, that was a beatdown. That was a beatdown. I think they really showed everybody in the NFL that they are the best team in this division still, and the Dolphins kind of needed a punch in the mouth, right? Because I'm part of the fan base. I'm part of the community. I hear all the talk and the chatter, and there were Dolphin fans talking about how much better they were than the Bills and Tua better than Josh Allen. And I'm just like, guys, that's not the case. And I just think that chatter, it reached the ears of the Buffalo Bills, and they came out to show us, right, who's still the dominant team in this division. So kind of stinks. Rough Sunday, but we're 3-1. Moving forward to Kansas City, I believe next week in across the pond. We're against Kansas City. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought about the game. Your big takeaways, other than that the Dolphins suck, because that's not really a takeaway. That's just your opinion. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.